Thunderbird, agis. Salam.
I'm on that old dirty bastard, Elvis of this rap shit. House of jealous lovers, brothers know I'm on that dap shit. See me on my humble troubles, twist them on their axis. Axis bold as love like I was Jimmy Marshall Hendrix. Never play guitar and it's to my disadvantage.
I'm Thunderbird Gerard, and I write, rap, sing, produce, and I've been working on this material now for, I suppose, the past like year and a half, 2 years, something like this. And I was living in London before. I mean, it's a long backstory. It depends on how far you want to go into it. But basically, I was living in London before, and I moved here to Berlin, and I met DJ Stickel, who obviously like worked with Casper and Yakuza and a lot of other people, and we started working together. And sort of out of that, then came the videos.
Top down on the crown with a 4/5. You can say it all you wanted, don't explain shit. Somebody told me that you never thought you'd see this TBIRD on some clean shit.
I signed a publishing deal with BMG, and I can't talk a lot about it, but we've just been offered a distribution deal. But we do everything ourselves, so I kind of. Yeah, I don't like. I employ all my press people in the UK and in the US, and we make all the videos and we make all the songs and do all the production and stuff. So it kind of, from a monetary standpoint, the label thing doesn't really make sense. Yeah, so. my dad would love the fact that you said maybe he did hip hop. No, my dad's an engineer. Like my mom and dad are both math and science people. My mom's a math teacher, and so it was very much that they wanted me to do something like that. I I just fell in love with the music from like a really young age. I started out in the school band, so I started playing trumpet when I was like 9. My dad was a big jazz fan, and so I played trumpet for a long time, and then started playing drums. And then when I moved to England, I played drums in different bands, and before that I had gotten into collecting like synthesizers and stuff like this. But I listened to a lot of different kinds of music, and I DJ'd as well, so I have a wide record collection. But I love the music, I love the culture, and it was something that my friends and I were always sort of a part of. So it's kind of the natural thing for me to do.
Ayo, I ran with the best of them, scam with the best of them, put $100 on the ground for the rest of them. Always busy taking, never stop to look. I played my hand and fucking still got took. Yeah.
Because we got tired of London. No, I mean, we were living in London, and I think we both, Karina, who directs all my videos, and we were living together and stuff, and she got offered a job here, and we wanted to leave London, and it just was a sort of we didn't put a whole lot of thought into it, and I was going to record my record here, my solo stuff, which ended up becoming this. So yeah, we just found that it was a lot easier to not to necessarily work here, but definitely to have this be a base and have space and stuff like this. And yeah, and it's a cool city. I just think it's the waves of taste and of music. I think there was a long time where yeah, I just think there was a long time where where band culture, particularly in England, was so huge. But I mean, I really couldn't say. I just think things come and go in waves. You know, there was a time where, you know, it was all about bands and people seeing someone on stage and knowing that they're actually doing something and all this kind of thing. But then you had this whole the sort of rebirth of electronic music as pop music, really widened those parameters, and sort of it stopped being something where like it has to be 5 or 6 guys on stage with guitars. And with that then comes naturally like hip hop, 2 turntables and a microphone. You know, this is still as valid in the performance arena as somebody with a guitar, or, you know, or somebody with a trumpet or saxophone. You know, it's and I think there's just, yeah, and the sound palette, I think people have just really started to embrace more modern elements of production, and that's what, in a lot of ways, hip hop is all about, is having new sounds and putting them in a context that makes them popular. So. No. Strangely, I wish there was, because you know, you just have to. I think it's something you can't think about. I think like the music is designed to do that. You know, like it's designed to be immediate. It's designed for you to move. So if you're on a stage doing this music and people aren't moving, then maybe there's questions you should ask yourself about what it is that you're doing. I think, you know, because I always feel like, you know, I grew up in church culture. You know, most people in America that make rap music came from that culture. And if you grow up in the church, you see people who will never work professionally in music work the crowd or work the room, you know, and it's just a thing you learn to do. You know, it's the same impulse that like James Brown would have, or Prince, or, you know, you tap into the music, and then through tapping into the music you tap into the people, and it's a sort of shared experience. I always feel it's not like solely on me. It's we connect, and then we jam.
Put all my money and fame and fortune, how disappointing to end up living like a powerless bum. If I could find a fortune teller, I would tell her, please give me back all the leather that I paid her just to be number one. Well, the promise came by me, and lies ain't cheap. One day I pray I find the truth, cause like to say it set you free. And never listen to the words of some. 10 years living life on the run. Well, I did a little college, but ain't got a degree.